need to adhere to the time, and if others join, they can just join in. Let me just briefly introduce myself. I'm Dr. Paramita, and usually I train students for IELTS and communication and public speaking. So, and I've been doing this for quite few years, like more than 10 years, and currently I'm a principal in one of the international schools in Bangalore. And apart from that, I still train the students, and many students have been trained and they have got a very good band score in IELTS. So from all perspective, I wish you the same. So can you just go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, ma'am. I'm Nikhat
Hi.
Akil. I'm an architect and I'm planning for my higher studies, so I want to take IELTS classes. Right now, I'm
Great.
working in Bangalore.
Oh, great. Welcome for this course. And I have Binu Sham here. He has
Good
also
evening, ma'am.
joined. Good evening.
Sahayam.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, ma'am. Can you just briefly introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Binu. I'm working as an assistant professor in VIT Chennai.
Okay.
I've been trying for. I'm planning to do my postdoc, ma'am.
Okay, that's great.
So I thought definitely I need IELTS to proceed further. I've done already one test and I scored only 6.7 and
Mm-hmm.
6.5 in my listening. So after that, I didn't try.
Okay.
It's been 2 years actually. So now
Okay.
when there was a class on this, I thought let me try again. That's the reason I've joined for this.
Ma'am, I'm very sure that you can do it. You can get up to 9 band score. It's
Okay.
not that difficult. It's not that difficult. If we just move on systematically, it is
Sure.
not that difficult to go ahead and score band 8 or 9, at least 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah, so but we need to just follow it systematically and on a regular basis. Now I would say that IELTS is similar to maths, like how we practice every day. So it's in the same way, we need to practice, take out some hour from our busy schedule and practice it daily, at least one mock test every day. Not much,
Okay.
at least one mock test, ma'am. I know you are a senior professor. I really have a lot of respect for you, ma'am. But I would suggest that like one mock test per day, if you just go ahead and take up, and in that matter, I can also help you out. I can send you the mock test. You can just try it out, and especially speaking and listening.
Sure.
Now, yeah, and like we have Nikat here,
Sure.
I will just
Yeah.
go ahead and give an IELTS orientation wherein ma'am is already had taken up the test before. And ma'am, my name is Paramita, and I've been training students for IELTS in communications and public speaking. And currently, I'm the principal in one of the schools, international schools in Bangalore. Apart from that,
Okay.
I do all these things, and I make sure that my whoever just approaches, I make sure that they get a very good band score at the end of the day. That's my aim.
Ma'am, actually, sometimes I feel that my
Ma'am,
be a
you're
kind of silly mistake. It's not about seniority, ma'am. Voice is breaking.
uh-huh.
It's my voice is
No, that's
breaking for
fine.
you.
No, ma'am, that's fine now. It's absolutely fine now.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what, like, I feel like yeah, we have Maji Ramarao. Welcome, sir. Very good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible, sir? Am I audible, sir? Maybe there will be. Am I audible, everyone?
You are. You are.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So I'll just go ahead and give a brief introduction about IELTS. IELTS is nothing but International English Language Testing System. When we listen to IELTS, many of us think, oh, it's a rocket science, because it's we don't speak that language, and they test the language because they try to see whether we can survive in the foreign countries like native speakers. So that is very important. So there are certain criterias for IELTS, and they have different modules for IELTS. Like they have listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Now it differs from person to person taking up the IELTS. Now, those who aspire to go abroad and pursue higher studies, they have to go with IELTS academic. Those who want to be an immigrant, go there and work and settle down, they have to take up IELTS general. So these are the two categories of IELTS. And listening, reading, writing, speaking, you have to attempt for all general and academic, be it general or academic. That's similar. But the questions might differ, and questions would differ in the writing task. Listening will be same. It won't have any variation. So to start off, I would say that, like, now what do you people think? IELTS is that tough? May I know from Nikat, what do you feel? Like, do you feel, where do you really feel that you need to concentrate?
Ma'am, I feel that I need to concentrate on essay writing. I'm not that good with essays. Speaking and listening, I'm fine. I've just tried some mock test online. Speaking and listening is fine, but I'm not that great with essay writing.
Okay, I'm just sorry to interrupt here. Don't use the word I am not that great. You can do it. Nothing is impossible. You can do it. It's just the right format. You know what? The evaluators judge you on the lexical resources, and I will give you certain tips wherein you can get a very good band score in writing, because they look for coherence, lexical resources, grammar, and your vocabulary. Okay, so vocabulary doesn't mean that you need to use a lengthy word wherein you cannot comprehend, the evaluators cannot comprehend. Now, and avoid repetition. Now, if I avoid repetition, what I need to do is I need to learn certain synonyms of the words. So if you keep on learning synonyms of the words, it would be very easy. Now, instead of using very old, we can use the word ancient. Instead of using very cold, we can use chill. So these are the certain things, if we keep in mind while writing, definitely we can get a very good band score. So synonyms, that's the most important thing, and your grammatical, the way you frame the sentences. Framing the sentences is very important. So you need to keep yourself in, write the essay in usually in present tense, and sometimes you can use present perfect tense. Now, while doing this IELTS, while going on, I will just brush up with the grammar classes, few grammar classes, but time is very limited. So I hope by this time all are aware that which are the modules we have for IELTS. We have listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So if all are aware of this IELTS, so which area do you want me to focus on most? I want to know from y'all. You can tell me.
Ma'am, I think all four modules can be equally shared. I don't know about others, but I feel like if I have equal weightage for all the four components,
Yeah.
it would be better.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So now listening, coming to now what happens is that listening, reading, writing will happen on day one, and speaking might happen one day earlier or some other later day, and it can you will be getting an email how the listening is when they have scheduled your listening speaking skills. I'm sorry, speaking, when they have scheduled your speaking. So accordingly you have to prepare yourself, and this is like you can go for CBT or PBT. CBT is nothing but computer based exam, and PBT is nothing but your paper based exam. It is as per your convenient. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to go with computer based exam or you have to go for paper based exam. It is absolutely as per your convenience. If you're comfortable with your computer, absolutely fine. If you're comfortable with your pen and paper, absolutely okay with that. But the students, those who write for paper based, they get 10 minutes extra to transfer all the answers to their answer sheet. So there's an advantage. But for computer based, you don't have such an option available as of now. Okay. So coming to this is all about IELTS. Now IELTS, it's conducted by British Council, IDP, and Cambridge. So you can go online and just go ahead, and when you are ready for it, you feel you can book the slot for yourself. And I think they have increased the amount. It is 15,500 now for IELTS, and you can go ahead and appear for the exam. So coming back to this is the general about IELTS. Now coming back to the grammar, are everybody's comfortable with grammar? Because IELTS grammar is very important. If grammar is not perfect, it would be a little difficult. So how many of you really want me to brush up the grammar in depth?
Ma'am, a basic grammar tips that if you give also, because we speak English, we write, but somewhere I personally feel that I make mistake in terms of tenses.
Yes, yes, ma'am. That's a very good point. A general brush up on grammar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Nikat. Do you have any specific area you want me to focus on in grammar?
Ma'am, same tenses, ma'am. Past perfect tense,
Past
like
perfect
future,
tense. Mm-hmm.
future perfect tense and all. That
Yeah.
I just get a little confused with.
Okay. So tenses we will be doing, and we will be just concentrating on few grammar topics. Now, I hope like everybody is aware of the parts of speech, right? How many parts of speech are there? Because they are interlinked and interconnected with each other. That's the reason I'm asking this question. Everybody's aware of the parts of speech. May I have the answers from the audience, please?
Ma'am is noun, verb, pronoun, something like that.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, that is the reason I've been telling that we need to be very sure about our grammar. So noun, we have noun, pronoun. They go hand in hand. We have noun, pronoun, verb, adverbs. Now I'll just briefly tell you what is it. Noun, whatever has a name, it's a noun. Now, there are categories of noun which I'm not going through at this point of time, but as of now, I'm just telling you the different parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech, and we have noun. Anything which has a name is a noun. Pronoun is whatever we use instead of a noun that will avoid your repetition. Now, what Nikat ma'am was telling that she has problem in writing essays. So if she tries to avoid all the repetitions and all, pronoun is the best way, and to use synonyms. Okay, pronouns. Then we have verbs. Verbs means all action words would indicate verbs. Adverbs would modify a verb and modify a verb, an adverb, or an adjective. So that is an adverb. We have prepositions which will determine the position of the noun or the pronoun. Like the book is on the table. On will is the preposition. The book is the noun. So it will indicate the position of the noun. Then we have conjunction. Conjunction is nothing but we join 2 sentences, and we have different conjunctions. Conjunctions will go a little bit in depth, because while writing we need a lot of conjunctions. While speaking we need a lot of conjunctions, because we have to join one sentence with the other complex compound sentences. So complex compound sentence and tenses we will be focusing more, because that's where these things will be using for writing and speaking. Okay, and we have adjectives. Adjectives describe a noun or a pronoun, and we have finally the interjection. Interjection is with an exclamation and all. So any doubt in these 8 parts of speech? Anybody, any doubt you
No,
want me to
ma'am.
tell? Okay, fine. Okay, so we'll be starting with conjunctions. Okay, let's start because let me start with conjunctions, because conjunctions, and then I will move on to types of sentences, and finally I'll move on to tenses. Okay, so can you tell me how many types of conjunctions are there? Anybody? Or what are conjunctions? What are conjunctions? What are conjunctions?
Ma'am, conjunctions join words, phrases.
See, conjunctions are usually used to join two sentences. Okay. Now, if I say Jack and Jill are playing, so Jack and Jill, so I'm using and to join the sentence. Instead of mentioning that Jack is playing, Jill is playing, so instead of that, I am mentioning as Jack and Jill are playing. So conjunction makes very easy. We just join the two sentences and we mean the same thing when the same action is going on at the same time. Okay, playing is an action. It's a continuous tense, present continuous tense, playing. Jack and Jill are playing. So it's a present continuous. How will you identify that it is a present continuous tense? Now, the speciality of a continuous tense is it will have always an ing. It will be joined with an ing, whether it's a present continuous tense, past continuous tense, or future continuous tense. So that will have an ing always. So Jack and Jill are playing. So they are doing the same action. We are joining the two sentences with a conjunction and. So we usually we have three types of conjunctions. One is subordinate conjunctions, one is correlative conjunctions, and is the one is the normal conjunctions that we use. Okay. So now can you tell me that have you heard how many types of sentences are there? Can you tell me just?
Ma'am, I have no idea. I'm sorry about it.
Okay.
Simple
Okay.
sentence, madam.
Yes.
Simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentences.
Okay, very good. So, simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. Now, I'll tell you one thing. Now, if I ask you how many types of sentences are there, then it's the answer will be different. Okay, the actual number of sentences are declarative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence, positive sentence, negative sentence. So these are the type of sentences you have. Imperative. So what happens is that now when we say simple sentence, complex sentence, compound sentence, these are the transformation of the sentences. We convert from one sentence to another. So logically speaking, in English, if you say the types of sentences, these are the types of sentences: declarative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence, interrogative sentence, positive sentence, negative sentences. Okay, so do you want me to go through all these sentences in brief?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what about others? Do you want me to go through these sentences?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so declarative sentence, the word declarative has come from the word declare. I am declaring. It is a fact. You state something. I am going out today. The earth revolves round the sun. This is a fact. So these are declarative sentences where you state some fact or you declare something or you announce something. Today, I am going out for the party today. I will be working today. So I am declaring something. I'm informing something. And you are stating some facts. The earth revolves round the sun. So these are the facts. So these will come under your declarative sentence where I declare something, where I notify something, where I inform something. These are your declarative sentences. Imperative sentences are your orders and your requests. Now, orders, commands, or requests means go get me a glass of water, close the door. Can you give me a cup of tea? Can you give me a glass of water? So these will come under your imperative sentences wherein you make requests and give orders or command or demand something from somebody. Okay, next is your interrogative sentence. Now, from the word interrogative, you can understand that it is all W and H sentences. How are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? with whom are you going? So all these, it will end always with a question mark. So these are interrogative or questions. When you ask questions, how are you? What are you doing? Is everything fine? So these are all your interrogative sentences. Now, exclamatory sentence, it's a kind of when we get a sudden surprise or sudden shock. Okay, these are all exclamatory sentences. Oh my God, is it so? Oh, hooray, it's a holiday. So these are all your exclamatory sentences. So where you get a surprise or kind of a shock. Wow, it's wonderful. So these are all your exclamatory sentences. Now coming to your positive sentences, you can understand that positive affirmations. Like this will never, these sentences will never have no, not, never. All positive. I'm good, I'm fine, it's perfect, it's wonderful. It's all positive sentences, positive affirmations. Negative sentences will always have, as we know, that no, not, never. I'm not going, I'm not doing it, I won't do it. So these will have all negative implications. So these are the type of sentences usually we have in English. Any doubt, anybody on this?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now coming to your now transformation of sentences, as Sir was saying. Now we have three types of wherein we can transform one sentence to the other, and this part is very important in IELTS, because if we can't play with our sentences and words, it would be really difficult to speak and write especially. Okay, so now there are three types, like a simple, compound, and complex. Now, when we say simple sentence, can you just give me an example of a simple sentence? Anybody? Anybody can give me?
She is a good teacher.
Wow, wonderful. So, anybody, any other examples?
Ma'am, I'm going for shopping.
Very nice, ma'am. Wonderful. Yes, Nikat, ma'am, do you have, can you give me an example of it?
The weather is nice today.
Awesome. Now, the one tips which I can give from my end is a simple sentence will always have a subject. Now, what is a subject? Subject will be always your noun or your pronoun. Anything which has a name is your noun. Pronoun which are used instead of a noun, like she, he, they, I, all these are pronoun. They, all these are pronouns. So anything which is used instead of a noun are pronouns, and subject can only be your noun or your pronoun, nothing other than that. That is the rule of grammar. Anything beyond that, absolute no in subject. Now the doer of the action is your subject, okay, and the rest of the thing is your predicate, so, and the verb. So a sentence must have a subject and a verb. So bird sings. So this is your, you have a subject here, bird, sings is your verb. So it is a sentence. It's a simple sentence. Any sentence which has a conjunction will either become your complex sentence or your compound sentence. Now we have to identify which is a compound sentence and which is a complex sentence. This is the toughest task is here. How to identify, how to frame complex, how to frame compound sentences. So let me make it very clear. A simple sentence will have a subject and a verb. Usually, that's the rule of the simple sentence. Now, anything beyond this simple sentence, whichever sentences will have a conjunction, that will be your either compound or complex depending upon your conjunction. That's the reason I said that conjunctions are very, very important. Now, how to identify a complex sentence or compound sentence? Anybody, any idea? Anybody, any idea?
If,
Ma'am,
if all clauses are independent clauses, then we can say if it is a compound sentence, ma'am.
Okay, all clauses are independent clauses. Sir, not necessary. Now, if you say that clauses are independent, so that means I need not. So, if I say birds sing, this is also independent clause, right? So, I don't have any conjunction, so I cannot say this is a complex or compound sentence.
More
This is
than
just a
two,
simple system.
more than two clauses, ma'am.
More
Two or
than
more
two.
than two.
More now, when you have more than two, definitely you have to join with a conjunction. Without
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, any two sentences you have to join with a conjunction. But how to identify, my question here is, how are you going to identify whether a particular sentence is a compound sentence or a complex sentence?
Ma'am, suppose if I'm telling the doctor is busy and he has asked us to visit him tomorrow. So it's like two sentence connect. The doctor is busy is one sentence and is a conjunction. And then it says story can meet something like that, ma'am. I don't know. I'm just asking you.
No, that's fine, ma'am. Let's make it interactive. No, it's absolutely fine. No problem, ma'am. Like what happened is that, like, that is where the people, where most of the people get confused, that which is a complex sentence and which is a compound sentence, because both these sentences we need to have conjunction at the end of the day. Without conjunction, these two types of sentences are totally incomplete. Okay, now the easiest way, the easiest way you can identify a compound sentence is through a very short form. I'll give you a short form known as Fanboys. Fanboys. I will give you the full form of that. F means for, A means and, N means nor, B means but, O means or, Y means yet, S means so. I will give you, I'll send you all these things. These are 7 conjunctions used for compound sentences. Only these 7 conjunctions are used for for compound sentences. Fanboys. This is a short form to identify easily. Apart from any other conjunction will become your complex sentence.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Yes. I will send, if you want, you can write it down. It's called Fanboys. F as in fish. Fanboys. F for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, S for so. All these words, all these conjunctions, if any of these conjunctions are there in a sentence, that will become your compound sentence. Rest of the conjunctions, it will indicate your complex sentence, like though, since, although, neither, nor. Now, neither nor, these are correlative conjunctions which will appear in pairs. Not only but also. So all these will become your complex sentences, we use these conjunctions for your complex sentence. Only fanboys are used to frame compound sentences. Any doubt, anybody?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Sir, is it any doubt, sir?
No doubt, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. So it is very important to know that a sentence will have a subject. Subject is the doer of the action, and a subject can only be your noun or a pronoun. And why conjunctions are important? Because while speaking and writing, you need to frame complex and compound sentences. And compound sentences are these conjunctions will, you can use these conjunctions to frame your compound sentences. Apart from that, all will be your complex sentences. Okay. So what doubt you have till now, can you just tell me before we proceed further? Anything you need in grammar? Tenses, I will be touching that tomorrow. Yes.
No doubt, ma'am.
No doubts, ma'am.
Okay. So listening, so are you aware that listening will be your 30 minutes listening? It consists of 30 minutes, and it can be a conversation between two person, or it can be your monologues, or it can be anything, listening.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
okay, and you need to, the biggest challenge we face is about the accent. Now, only way we can overcome this accent, the foreign accent, is by listening a lot. You can go ahead and listen to TEDx, all those how they go ahead and share their experience, or you can watch English movies. But I think the best way is to practice ourselves. Now, the best method you can use is just go ahead and put your earphone or headset, put on the music, and record anything, whatever you would like to say, and record it in the mobile. And after recording, stop the recording and listen to it. Find out what are the mistakes you have made. I hope everybody can make judge their own flaws and mistakes. See how whether you have hesitated a lot, whether you have used one word repeatedly. You can easily go ahead and identify those flaws. And one more thing, we need, while speaking, we need to avoid a lot of flaws. We say so these things must be avoided. And one more thing, we need to avoid crutch words. Can you tell me what are crutch words? Anybody can tell me what are crutch words?
No, ma'am, I have no idea.
Anybody? What are crutch words? Sir,
No, ma'am.
ma'am? Okay. Sir, any idea what are crutch words?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Crutch words are nothing but we take time, we buy some time from the evaluator before we could, any idea could strike our mind. Like, basically, honestly speaking, I think these are all your crutch words. What does it indicate? It indicates that you are buying some time from the evaluator. We need to avoid using these crutch words. I know that it's very difficult at one shot to avoid these crutch words, but at one point we have to get rid of these crutch words. Sometimes the evaluator is going to ask you, those who have already faced the aisle, introduce yourself. I am basically from Bangalore. I am originally from Bangalore. Why I have to say originally and basically? These are not required. These are all your crutch words. It would be better if we refrain from using these crutch words. We can just make it very simplified. We can have him make it very simplified. Like, they will ask you for your passport. They will say, what name I can call you, which name will you be comfortable with? You can call me by this name. It's absolutely fine. Then they will ask you to introduce yourself. Introduce means you can just like 2 to 3 sentences max. You need not give your entire resume or your biodata or your CV. You need not read out that. Just briefly introduce yourself. I'm from Bangalore. It's a city. It's known as an IT city. I don't have my siblings. I usually stay with my parents. I'm working currently as whatever you are working as, and I love this city. It's in the southern part of India. That's more than enough. You just keep it short, simple, and sweet. You need not go ahead and expand more until unless it is required and you are asked for. Now, what happens is that the more we speak, okay, the more we tend to go ahead and extend our conversation. We make a lot of grammatical errors, and in order to avoid those grammatical errors, we need to keep it short and simple. So, can we have a speaking task today, right now? Can we have?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so now in speaking, there are three types. Okay, there will be 3 types. First, you need to introduce yourself. Second, what happens is that they will give you, that is known as a cue card. They will give you a topic, and you need to. They will give you 1 minute. you can just jot down some points, and then you have to speak for at least 2 minutes. Now, when you start speaking, there will be a timer on, and you need to speak at least for 2 minutes. If you exceed 2 minutes, the evaluator, the examiner will stop you. But don't think that the examiner is not interested in listening to you. It is by default, they will stop you. Okay. And then finally, based on the cue card topic, the examiner will start, or the evaluator will start asking questions. There will be an interaction between you and the evaluator. So let's start with the first round of speaking, introduction. Now, who will introduce first?
Ma'am, can I start?
Yeah, Pam, sure.
Good morning, good evening, ma'am. I am Binu Sahayam from Chennai. I studied from St. Joseph, Perambur, and I did my BSc Mathematics from Stella Maris College, and I completed my Masters in Social Work and MPhil in Social Work from Loyola College. And currently, I am now working in VIT Vellore as Assistant Professor. And I'm from south part of India, settled in Chennai.
Awesome. This is more than enough for the evaluator or the examiner to know you.
Okay.
This is enough. Like, we need not go ahead beyond that. It's absolutely fine. Next can I have the next person, please? May I have the next?
Ma'am, I'll go next.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Nikhat Hakim. I'm from Mysore. I was brought up in Bangalore. I studied in St. Agnes College. I've completed my bachelor's in architecture. Right now, I'm working as an architect in Bangalore.
Wow, awesome. Yes, sir. Next.
Can I, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
My name is Ramarao Majji. I have been working as a lecturer in College of Engineering, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, Srikakulam. Currently pursuing part-time PhD in Andhra University, Visakhapatnam.
Anything else?
I live in Srikakulam district, Andhra Pradesh. Thank you, ma'am.
Great, sir. So thank you so much, everyone. That was really good introduction. And one thing I would like to, you can say one tip I would like to give you here is, when you are introducing yourself, everybody has done an excellent job, but you can talk something, tell something about the speciality of your city. Like Bangalore, it's an IT hub. So you can tell something what is speciality in your city. So that will add to your lexical resources, to your band score. So you can just add 1 point over there when you are introducing yourself, when you are saying, I am from Chennai, I'm from Andhra Pradesh, I'm from Bangalore. You can say what is so great about Bangalore. You can just talk about that in 1 or 2 sentences, or probably 1 sentence would be fine. Is it fine, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you a topic. Okay, it's a cue card topic, and the topics would be different for everyone. I won't give the same topic. You will get 1 minute time. You can jot down the points, and exactly after 1 minute, you need to talk on that topic. Well, I'll go with Binu ma'am. Binu ma'am, your topic, yes ma'am, your topic will be, who is the most creative person according to you? Why do you think the person is creative? What creativity the person has showcased till now? And why do you admire his creativity? That is your cue card topic.
Ma'am, can you please repeat, who is the
Yes,
most
ma'am.
creative person?
No, according to you,
Yes,
who
ma'am.
is the most creative person?
Yes, ma'am.
first question. Second part is, why
Yes, ma'am.
do you think that person is creative?
Okay.
Third part is, what creative skill the person had showcased till now, and why do you admire that person? There are 4 parts to the question, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you have 1 minute to
Yes, ma'am.
jot down the points,
Yes, ma'am.
and after that you have to speak. I'll go move on to Nikat ma'am. Nikat ma'am, your
Yes,
topic,
ma'am.
you can just note down the topic.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you can just call me Nikhat.
Okay, fine. Nikat, your topic is, do you like to travel? Okay, first part. If with whom would you like to travel? Are you a globetrotter? You prefer to travel solo or with family and friends? Whether you would like to travel by car or any other mode of transport. Is it fine? There are 5 to yeah, I'll repeat.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you like to travel?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a globetrotter?
Ma'am, I didn't get this sentence. What does that
Okay.
mean?
Okay, globetrotter means would you like to go all over the world? Okay, globetrotter. Okay. Are you a globetrotter? Okay.
Yes.
Are you a solo traveler, or you would prefer to travel with your family or friends? You prefer to travel by car, or you would like to avail any other mode of communication?
Okay, ma'am.
So these are the 4 parts of your topic.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I will come to you now. May I?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you love to eat? Do you love to eat? What you would love to eat? Which is your favorite cuisine? Which is your favorite cuisine? Can you cook? And have you ever cooked in your life? These are the 5 parts of your cue card. So the question is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great, sir. All of you just have exactly 1 minute to jot down the points, and don't write in anything in detail. Just make notes, like one pointers. You can make one line.
ঠিক আছে মা একটা কানে খোলেন ভালো কথা বলেছ মাছ
Binu ma'am, I think 1 minute is over. Shall we start, or you need some more time?
No, ma'am. I have jotted out the points and I will start.
Okay, ma'am, please start.
The most creative person I admire is Malavika Iyer, who is 33 years old and she's from Kerala. She lost her hands in a bomb blast. She lost both her hands in a bomb blast at the age of 13 years. Recently, I have been reading some of her achievements, which really made me to feel how she is able to achieve to such a level, because she has completed a PhD and she has posted in the LinkedIn advertisement as well. With the she underwent a traumatic experience, and she was able to overcome with the support of her parents. She is able to drive the car by herself. She is able to draw with the help of the foot. And I feel that her determination and hard work has brought many laurels to her. She is one of a motivational speaker. She has won an award from the president and a UN speaker as well.
Is that fun? Is that so? That's all,
Yes,
ma'am?
ma'am. That's all. Ma'am, I
Okay,
need
okay.
to speak
Okay,
more.
fine. Okay, no, no, ma'am. Ma'am, a few things like
Sorry. Yes,
no,
ma'am.
no, 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 no problem, ma'am. In between, there were some fillers. I'm so sorry that I am giving you feedback, but I feel that at this point I should give a feedback. There were few fillers. There were some fillers which you can avoid. Okay,
Yes,
there
ma'am.
were some repetitions. I said that we can avoid repetition by using synonyms. we
Yes,
can
ma'am.
uh, we can learn a lot of words. Okay,
Yes,
and you said that she is one of the motivational speaker. The It is grammatically incorrect.
yes,
We can say she is one of the motivational speakers. When we say one, it becomes
yes,
s. So she is one of the
yes,
motivational
yes, ma'am.
speakers. Okay, so these are the feedback, these are the few things I have observed. But one thing I would like to tell you is your topic was who is most creative. From the perspective is that, like, why do you think that person has been creative, like doing something. I'm not talking about an incident, like wherein the girl has lost her some body parts and was amputated, and she's doing extremely well. But I am talking about creativity, like using your
Okay, ma'am.
creative mind to do something outstanding.
Okay, fine. Got it.
So that is the topic, what I exactly meant. Because sometimes what happens is that if we are not able to comprehend the topic properly of the cue card,
Okay,
we our band score won't get the proper band score. So that is very, very important. We need to understand the topic. That's the reason 2 minutes, 1 minute is given to you to jot down points, read the cue card topic.
got it.
Yes, yes, ma'am. So if you
Thank
can
you.
just, yes, welcome, ma'am. If you can just rework on the topic once again, I'll come back to you. I'll go to Nikat. Nikat, are you ready with your topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please go ahead.
I like to travel, ma'am. I want to see the world, and till now I have been traveling with my family and friends, as there were lots of trips during my college. So basically, we had lots of trips where we go to see historical monuments, where we study architecture. So it was always been with friends and families that I've gone on trips. So yes, I want to travel solo, but hope in future I would do that. The mode of transportation I have been using by now was always bus, cars, but I personally prefer bus because it is very convenient, and it's you can schedule your proper works, like destinations where I want to see. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, coming to Nikat, you had quite a few repetitions, as I told you. Like, you kept on repeating the same thing, trips, trips, trips. Please avoid that. You can say, yes, I would like to travel alone. Initially, I used to travel with my family and friends, but now I will plan to travel solo. So, like this way, you can frame your sentences instead of talking about trips, trips, trips. And the question was, whether are you a globetrotter. Okay, that's what you have answered. Yes, I would love to see the world. Now, what you would love to see the world, why would you love to see the world? Because here the evaluator will not give you each and every bit of the question. You need to extract a lot of things from the question. Why you want to travel all over the world, what lures you or what attracts you to travel all over the world, Would you like to gain experience? Would you like to socialize? Would you like to adopt culture? Would you like to taste the cuisines? What is that? And it would be better if you support your points with examples. Okay, so these are the few things. The speaking, you have little bit practice is required. So if we practice every day, so that will really help us. Now what if everybody is okay, I can have one group, WhatsApp group, wherein I usually encourage everybody to talk, communicate with each other. We can have that every time, I mean every week, whenever you people are free, or you know like sometime every day, 1 hour at least, or half an hour at least, we can talk to each other. So in
Yes,
this
ma'am.
way we can enhance our communication skills. We can use lot of synonyms and repetition. The minute you repeat one word, your band score will just go for a toss. So
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want, yes, so I want you to rework on this topic once again. Please go ahead. Take your time. There's no hurry. Cool, calm. Take your time and just work on that. Ma'am, are you ready?
Just
Ma'am?
give me a minute.
Sure, ma'am. Take your time. Take your time.
Just give me a minute.
Yeah,
Not a
sure,
minute.
sure.
I'm just on the point. No problem.
Absolutely fine.
Okay, ma'am. Can I start?
Yes, ma'am, please.
The most creative person I consider is Sri P.C. Duraisamy, who is the founder of the Shakti Devi Charitable Trust. This was founded in 1990, focusing on promoting Shakti Masala. Okay. What is so creative is he started exploring different types of masala, and he employed many differently able people. He was able to give employment for those who are hailing from very poor background. Almost 500 plus employees have been working in his company, and this is an innovative idea because today, as working women, we are not able to get out we are not able to cook, so we make use of this instant masala. With this masalas are very useful, and also in turn it is giving livelihood opportunity for these less privileged people in the society. It's complete his hard work has made him to reach in this position, and able to hold a position in the market. Ma'am, I'm sorry, I just tried my best.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's really good. It's really good, ma'am. One observation: instead of masala, you can say
Yes, ma'am.
spices, because the evaluator, you don't know.
Okay, ma'am.
The evaluator might be from a different country, so might not be able to interpret the
Okay.
word masala. Indians are fine with masalas. Okay, we love masalas, so you can use the word spices, and a kind of repetition which can be avoided over the time. That's not a
Yes.
problem. And third, ma'am, you need to slow down your pace. It's too fast. Like
Okay, ma'am.
little bit slow down, ma'am, so that the person can understand and go ahead and just be able to comprehend properly. Otherwise, it's very good. It's really, really good.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, Nikat, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
I like to travel and I would like to see the world. I am a foodie and I'm very interested in knowing different languages, learning different languages, and knowing different culture. So this would be a great opportunity for me to see different culture when I go around the world. By far, I have always traveled with my family and my friends. I would like to travel solo in a bike where I can go a long way, seeing different places and knowing different people, learning their culture, learning their language. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. See, Anikat, it's really, really good now. See, much, much better. because initially what you spoke and right now it's really a good. Your attempt was really good. You used the word bike, very good. Again, please avoid repetitions because you said travel, travel, travel. Instead of that, you can use the word I would like to trot the whole world. I want to become a globe trotter. I want to adopt different culture. I'm a foodie. That foodie word, it's a plus point. You will get a very good score over there in lexical resources. Yes, you need to use these kind of words. The coherence was fine, but you have to speak for 2 minutes. Please check the timer. You have to keep the timer on and you have to speak for 2 minutes. If you don't speak for 2 minutes, you will be scored down.
Okay, ma'am. I'll practice now.
Yes, and this can only happen if we practice. Ma'am, shall we take over one more topic?
Sure, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
actually, you can call me Binu. Please accept that.
No, that's fine. Absolutely fine. So, what I'll do is let me use a bit of creativity and
Okay.
I will go ahead and interchange the topic.
Okay.
Binu ma'am will take up Nikhat's topic. Nikhat will
Okay.
take up Binu ma'am's topic. Now you have your time starts now. Please write down the points and now this time just make it a point that you have to speak for 2 minutes. 2 minutes each. Please go ahead.
Okay. Ma'am, 1 second, ma'am. The topic
Yeah.
is where I would like to travel, ma'am.
No, no. Do you like to travel?
Okay. Do you
Okay.
like travel? Okay. Okay,
Are
ma'am.
you a globe trotter? Are you a globe trotter? Would you like to travel solo or with your family and friends?
Okay.
Would you like to travel by car or any other modes?
Okay.
And why you would like to travel?
Okay.
So that's your. And Nikat, you can take Binu ma'am's topic, creativity, about creativity.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Your time starts now, 1 minute, and now this time you have to speak for 2 minutes each.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So are we done with the points, jotting down the points?
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Okay, so shall we start with you, ma'am?
Ma'am, actually, whether I'll be able to talk for 2 minutes, I'm not sure about it, but I will
Ma'am,
try, ma'am.
ma'am, don't worry.
Okay.
Don't think that you cannot.
Yes,
Think
ma'am.
that you can.
Okay.
It is possible. You can do it. Just give it a try. Here we are going to see how far we can achieve, because our aim is to achieve the band score, good band score, and we have to, and we will try, and I'll just help you so that you can achieve a good band score. So we will do it. Let's do it. Yes, ma'am, you can start.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Yes, I love to travel because I prefer to meet many peoples, their cultures, cuisines. I would like to try it, and it gives me a kind of pleasure. It gives me a peace of mind. It gives me to learn new things. So I prefer to travel to many places, and I prefer to travel with my family. I want to spend more time with them. I want to know myself, and I want to spend quality time in experiencing new things with my family. And I prefer going in car with the family, where we can carry all the where we can have all our things, and wherever there is a break we can get down, we relax for some time, we can taste different foods, different varieties of attires we can try. And I sorry, ma'am.
It's okay,
And
it's
also
okay.
I feel it's an entertainment, and it inspires me with a better understanding of what life is. And I feel that traveling gives more energy and peace of mind.
Awesome, ma'am. So what happened is that you said you use the word cultures
Yes,
instead of
ma'am.
cultures. Let's make it culture. We can make
Okay.
culture would indicate all kinds, okay? And instead of using peoples,
Okay.
it's people. So people would
People.
indicate
Okay.
like everyone. So like that, and it's the attempt is good. Again, ma'am, it was less than 2 minutes. Not a problem. Over with practice, it would instantly going to come over time. So we need
Okay.
to practice for at least for 2 minutes, at least for 2 minutes, because if you don't speak for 2 minutes, you will not get the desired band score. That's the reason, ma'am, we have to go ahead. The best exercise what we can do is just put on the music, put on your headset, record yourself over the
Okay.
phone. After that, just say, talk out your heart, talk out whatever you would like. After that, stop it, listen what you have spoken, and just try to introspect where have you gone wrong, because in speaking you will be judged on fluency. How fluent are you?
Okay.
Fluency is very fine, and how you can speak without any hesitations and flaws, that is fine. You need to use more linking devices. More linking devices means that can only happen if you are thorough with your complex and compound sentences, because you
Okay.
can link one sentence with the other. So that now, and instead of, ma'am, your concept was very good, your concept was really really good. However, what I mean is, you said that I we can change the attire, we can try out many attire, we can spend quality time with our family. Instead of saying like this, you can say that, for example, if you include as examples, it
Okay.
will add to your band score.
Okay. Fine.
Because evaluators see how well you can correlate, how well you can connect your concept, your ideas properly. That is known as coherence. How well you organize your thoughts one after another. So you can say, for I love to travel by car, because it gives me immense pleasure. For example, I can try out a lot of attire, I can spend quality time with my family, I can I can just go ahead and try out different food. I can try out so many things. So all these can come under examples. So
Okay.
you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, ma'am, fluency is perfectly fine, and your pronunciation also not a problem. But vocabulary, just we need to enhance work on the vocabulary part, and no
Sure.
repetitions, please. So that's the
Sure,
thing.
ma'am. Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Yes, Nikat, are you ready with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please go on.
There's not one person but two whom I really admire in when I speak about creativity. That is my mother and my grandmother. I've always seen my grandmother doing embroidery, so it always made me curious how it is done, and it's very intricate work, and she still does it. It's like being old, even now she does that. And I've always seen my mom doing crocheting, artworks, even despite she's very busy. Once in a while, she takes time and she does this. So I always admire them. And I feel that I've inherited the creative part because of them. I am quite creative as well.
Okay, Nikat, it's quite good. Okay, concept wise, very good. Again, does, too many does repetitions. And here again, you need to understand the topic. They have asked you for only a person. They mention a person in your life. So you cannot talk about two people, your mother and your grandmother. You have to talk about any one of them.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
why I am telling you this? Because in this way your band scores are going to be down. You cannot get your desired band if you cannot comprehend the cue card question properly. It is
Okay, ma'am.
very, very important. They have asked you about one person, not two people. If they would have asked, you can talk about people, creative people around you, you would have spoken about your mom and your grandmom. Absolutely okay with that. However, they have asked you about just one person, okay? And too many does, it's a repetition. So you can say that I also love to, I have inherited. Yes, you mentioned that inherited that art, inherited that thing. Instead of using that word, that thing, you would have mentioned I have inherited that art of embroidery. So I am also an extremely creative person, so like that. And we have to try to speak for 2 minutes, at
Yes, ma'am.
least 2 minutes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can we try with sir? Sir, are you ready? Sir, are you ready? I think some problem with audio from sir saying. So are you ready with your cue card? I think so. Some problem. Okay, ma'am. Can we try out another topic if you people are comfortable?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, ma'am, we will do one thing. We will go ahead and I will give you a topic. Okay. I think Professor Datta would be having your numbers. I'm going to take the phone numbers. I'm going to create a group. I'll
Okay.
post the topic in the group. Now,
Okay.
tomorrow, when we start the session, we are going to start with the speaking session so that at least you can get some time to practice. Is that fine with everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can give me, you can tell me whichever convenient way, because I think that instead of like you might need some time to prepare yourself. So I would post the float the topic in the WhatsApp group. I'll create a group, Ielts group, and I'll float the topic for y'all. You can choose the topic and you can prepare yourself, try it out whether you can speak for 2 minutes at a stretch. You have to do it. All of you can do it. It's nothing so difficult. Just switch on the timer and just try to talk. Don't think that somebody is watching you or listening to you. Don't think whether you make a mistake or not. Just speak for 2 minutes at a stretch. If you try this exercise out for 2-3 times, everybody will be perfect. So we are going to start off with this exercise tomorrow, in tomorrow's session. So anything else you would like to tell me? Anywhere I need to focus on, like to tell you? Anything you can tell me?
Ma'am, when we are talking about this clue card, when we are getting it and we are speaking, when we are completing, no, ma'am, how to finish it, ma'am? It's like I feel like abruptly I'm stopping with the topic given.
Yes, that's a very good question, ma'am. You can, if it's for example, if it's like traveling, you can say, yes, in fact, I'm a globetrotter and I would love to travel all my life, all through my life. I don't want to stop myself. For example, I would like to be like Ulysses, who loves to travel beyond the horizon. You can stop there. If you don't want to quote such examples, you can say, yes, I would love to travel all my life. You can just end there.
Like that. Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Anything else? Any other doubt you have? Please ask. Please feel free to ask. Yes.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so are we fine with the exercise tomorrow? I'm going to float the topic in the group. Please prepare
Yes, ma'am.
yourself. Please prepare yourself and try to speak for 2 minutes. We will definitely everybody will be able to speak for 2 minutes, and then I will move on to the other module for tomorrow. Fine then, everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can we post our mobile
Yes, ma'am.
numbers in the chat box here itself?
Ma'am, instead of chat box, if you can pass it on to Professor Datta, that would be better, because
Okay, fine.
I might not be able to track out from here. Okay, so if you just send it to him, I will just go ahead and he would just go ahead and forward to me, and I will create that group, and all can be there in the group. And we can have a discussion also about IELTS. I'll be keep on posting small tips and tricks about IELTS, as well as I'll float the topic in the group. You can choose any one of the topics and prepare yourself. And before tomorrow we start off with the next module, we switch off to the next module, we can do this exercise and then start the new module. Fine then?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay then. Bye-bye. Have a good night, everyone. Nice
Thank
interacting.
you, ma'am.
Tomorrow we are going to have an interactive session. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Nice meeting you, ma'am. Thank you.
Same
Good
here.
night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Good night.